I just bit into a very strong mint, so my mouth is all minty right now. Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai. Thank you all so much for joining in. Have some water. I'm not buying this brand of mint ever again.
What brand is it on?
S-mint. S-mint? How do you call it?
Okay.
Welcome, welcome. Very nice to see you all. And if you're in the Hangout, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic. And on YouTube, you can post your question in the chat and we will look at them. If you're in the YouTube chat and you want to come into the Hangout, you want to ask your question like in this interactive format, then you can let us know and we can make some space for you. Also, Shruti, if you're joining in, we were just talking and I told her that I have to go to Satsang, but she can join here. So if you're watching and you feel that you want to come in the Hangout, let us know and we'll make some space for you. Maybe you share a little bit.
Okay. Namaste. There had been so much identification with thoughts and just subtly believing thoughts. And yesterday, before I left Satsang, I was sharing with Father that there seemed to be some thoughts that were coming really strong, even though it was very apparent when I don't touch I. It was so apparent that it's so clear when I don't touch the I. But I was sharing there were all these seemingly these strong thoughts that were trying to get belief, and so I was given an assignment between Satsang yesterday and today at 11 to just not believe any thought, not believe a thought. And somehow Father, he said I can use his sword and just chop off the whatever was still there. And so I somehow there was so much power in that and trust, and it became very simple. And it was very simple, actually. And I could see the thoughts coming up, trying to tempt me and get my belief, the same ones. And so very grateful.
What I also want to tell all of you is that you're part of this beautiful Sangha. You're my family. which is also Mojiji's family. So not from a point of pride, but remember that you're now part of this beautiful family, this beautiful tradition, and all of you have this sword. You don't have to call it a sword if you don't want to, but all of you have these simple pointings. So don't get fooled by their simplicity. Don't feel that, yes, but in the real world this doesn't happen like this. No, this is applicable for everything. If you're not giving your belief to thought, to the next thought, it is enough. But the thought will come and say, but this is more about my house situation or something like this, my body. So this you must believe. Why? Why must you believe? Is it that only after you believe this thought that God will take some action about it? And who is believing or disbelieving? So it is the trickster itself which says, these ones are they're very humble. They're not egoistic at all. So if you want to believe a thought, then believe that which is not referring to you as this I. Is there such a thought? All thoughts are referring to you as the separated one. Even the thought which says I am God is referring to you, the person, as God, because it does not know anything before the person. It cannot perceive reality. So if the mind cannot perceive reality, then how can it refer to you as awareness? It can only pretend. It's like how most of humanity talks about heaven or something like that. It's only an imagined heaven. In the same way, for the mind, reality is just imagination.
And can I share
Yes.
one more thing? And
Camel?
sure. And even somehow when I left here, the thoughts just didn't have the same power. Even it was just there was so much. It just became very easy, actually. And I don't know because that's been here. That pointing's been here, but somehow it just had lost. I think there was just.
Yes. So that's why it needs to be fired up again sometimes.
And knowing I would have to check in with you today made it very.
Let's catch up in the chat a little bit. Jerome says the link is not there yet, and yet there are people who came in. I don't feel that would be possible, is it? I'm sure the moderator would have posted the links. No, it's not visible, the link. I came in through that. I actually come in through the same link. I know that there's an announcement if there's no space for me. But usually I only use the link from YouTube. So I would not be able to enter, although the moderator does send it to me on chat as well the previous night. But I always use just because I have this bookmark on my toolbar, which is the YouTube feed.
Yeah.
So I go to the YouTube feed, go to the top video, and go to the Hangout link from there. So it must be there. That's why I came in. Same place. Always it's at the same place. In the description, right on top. So Jerome and Sonia want to come in. So any one of you who feel that it's fine to make some space, you can make some space. Bhagwati ji had said, here in the Buddhist meditation center I am staying, we have a big Buddha, Manjushri. Yes. He is the wisdom Buddha and carries a sword to cut away at the roots of delusion. This is very good. Can you also take a photo and send us? It will be very nice. He is you, Father. This is the same sword. Very good. So if all of you are part of the Sangha, you are my brothers and sisters, you are my children. So know that this presence of the Master, the Sadguru Mujiji, is always with you. Because we are one family. Like she said that after satsang it seems a little bit easier. Yes, so that's why satsang is here. That's why we do it, isn't it? It's not just so that you can hear these words. It's also that you bathe in this energetic presence, and then the pointing seems simpler. Nikki says, does the person ever know that the knowing is known? No, the person can never know this. The person is always only pretending. What is the person? Just this bundle of thoughts and similar energies. Therefore, don't go with the mind's proclamation. Because what can happen is that when I ask you to look, and you look, then the mind has two options how to react. The first option, the usual option, is that yes, yes, I see, but I'm not there yet. The one reaction of the mind, and you buy it, and immediately it seems like, oh, I'm not there yet. The second is this reaction, yes, I got it, finally. And you must not even go with this one. Neither the proclamation that I got it, neither this belief that no, no, I missed it again. You cannot miss it. You're not missing it. You're just expecting the mind to confirm what is true. Remember, none of you can miss the truth. The truth is what is here already. You are already the truth. All that needs to be dropped is the waiting for the mind's confirmation. And the letting go of the mind's proclamations also. So this is the state of neutrality.
Say that again.
Yeah? Say it again? Yes. What happens is that the mind will say, I got it. You see? And it has a sense of specialness about it. So when you look, you see, yes, I am this, like simply like you've been seeing, isn't it? I am just this witnessing. There's no fireworks, nothing. It's so simple. You're finding this, and then it can say, no, I haven't still, I'm not there. I have to be there only, or something like this. So it will say that not got it, or it will say yes, now I got it. Yeah? And all these ones who are asking these questions, they haven't got it. I got it. Like that. The sense of specialness, the sense of arrogance can come. So both these are just another form of personhood, just energetic constructs of the mind, and we must let them go the same way that we have let the other thoughts go. Because if you hang on to these, then this becomes another thing that needs to be transcended. In this seeming journey, this becomes another point that needs to be transcended then. And it's the most tiring one that even I must say that when I have to deal with this sort of energy, the egoic I got it energy is the most tiring. Because the words which will come will be true, what you say. Yeah? The words will be true. But there's still this person which has taken hold of these words. Say, I now have got it, and the others are still in the process. And this can become the most tricky to deal with. So if I say you haven't got it, that is also not true because you are it. So I say you are it. But this you which is speaking now is not it. Okay? This is the only way we can respond when this kind of spiritual ego comes up, isn't it? There was one, maybe I was telling Anandi the other day that there was one very close Sangha member in the Muji family, and she had this strong reaction once, and she had this feeling that she got it. So she was telling Guruji that, oh, these people, they don't understand. We will understand these things. So it's like this kind of stuff. And then I'm not sure exactly the words he used, but something that implied no, just stay in satsang or something like that. And then she was never seen again. Never seen again. This is the spiritual ego. They're saying 1 minute ago could be saying I'm so grateful to you, and I see completely. But it is the same one who you're grateful to. Says no, just stay in satsang a little more. It's like seems like an attack, you see. She had this strong reaction. She had this saying that she got it. So she was telling Guruji that.
I saw that kind of episode in
Yes.
the Radha video. Radha's video is she committed suicide.
Oh, I see. Yes. I had
Yeah.
met her once.
You met her?
Yes, in Tirunelveli.
I said, why didn't I see you? And that night she came and hugged me.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy who was staying with me in Pragati, and he was going to go, and he said, he asked me to come. I didn't go. In a video, apparently there's a guy, and she knocks him and knocks him, and in Arunachala, the hill comes and beckons you and gives you liberation. You cannot get liberation because this guy thought he knew everything. And he was always talking like that.
Priya says, I have been round I think I've got it merry-go-round a few times. It's not merry, yes. And yes, it does go around and round and goes nowhere. Exactly. Because the mind now wants a glorious ending to this story. Because it says that so many years I've been a seeker. It must end with this glory of having a halo around my head and having many devotees at my feet. It must end like this. This is what the mind says. And all bliss and all joy. And I should be able to predict the future, and I should know what is happening in every corner of the universe. So when I say what will convince you of your freedom, these are the symptoms actually which some of you are waiting for but are too shy to expose. So if these things are lurking, it's very natural because these are the common trump cards of the mind. And if I come and say, it's not in any of that, not in any of that, you see, just here now, in the simplicity of what is here now, irrespective of whether you spend the rest of your life in isolation or you have hundreds of thousands of people who are chasing you for your darshan, either makes no difference. Are you okay with this moment being the end of your story? Seriously, you must ask yourself this. If there was nothing at all that happened after this moment in your life, not even death, you see what I'm saying? Not even that you died now, just nothing happened. The author was writing the story and then it stopped right now, he or she stopped. Are you okay with this to be the ending of the story? And observe what the mind is saying. Observe what the mind is saying. See, and in that you will get a glimpse of your expectations about the future. It seemed like so much happened to me in my life, but in meeting my master, I saw that nothing has ever happened to me. And after that meeting, it is completely clear that nothing has ever happened to me. Of course, conversationally, we can say that this happened to me. I was going in my car and this happened. We can say conversationally. But you cannot truly believe that there was a me that any of this happened to. So when the master says it's all nothing, 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 this is what it means. Nothing has actually ever happened, and there is no me.
When you did that, something you asked us to do. Yeah, there are expectations that rise. They're seen,
Yeah.
and if they're given any belief
Yes.
at all, it's just immediate suffering. So it's just so I just expose that, but also just here, just now is all.
Very good. Very good. You must check that if this was the last moment in which something were to happen, would we be okay with that? Or we're still waiting for some glorious end to this story? And Bhagavati Ji says, what could end other than our deluded belief in our thoughts? Yes. So to believe that the end has come would be a delusion also. Yes, nothing, like I said, not even death, nothing. Priya says, it is clear here that I can never become free. The imagined I can never become free, and the real I was never bound, can never be bound. The imagined I doesn't exist, So the concept of bondage and freedom cannot really apply to it, to a non-existent one. And to the real you also, there is no concept of bondage or freedom because you cannot be bound. And this must be the frustration of the seeker. This, when we find many who come and say, for many years I've been seeking, I'm just now tired because this imagined one, how can it become free? It is just non-existent. And the real awareness is like the space in which this time and space is arising. We cannot even say that it is this space. And even this space cannot be bound actually. What can bind this space? And Bhagavad Gita says, I fell in love with this nothing, nothing, nothing. This nothing drowned the eye that is looking for something, yes, but not in the final way. In a now, moment by moment way. Always about the now. Jerome says, see the end. See the end is the beginning of a future who doesn't exist. End doesn't exist. So what's important is to see that nothing has ever happened to me, because the me in this way has never existed in any play of phenomena. That is the main point which I am driving at. It's completely fine, Bhagavati ji, completely fine. Good. Okay, let's catch up with the YouTube chat as well. Verse 1 says, Father, there have been records of instances wherein enlightenment was given from a master to the disciple. Now that I am unable to get it myself, please give it to me. I am dumb and pointless now. There have been records of instances wherein enlightenment was given from a master to the disciple. Now that I am unable to get it myself, please give it to me. I am dumb and pointless now. I have never come across anyone, only read in some stories, that they became free without the grace of the master. And this can be a strong, I know when I say this, some egos will start to flare up. But all that I'm saying is that I have not come across one who, if he is free or she is free, did not have the grace of the master in a physical form present. I'm not saying that it's not possible. All I'm saying that is that I have not come across anyone like that. And few stories that I've heard, one is of Bhagwan, in which Bhagwan's case, he said that I did not have the master in a typical physical form. He was in a much bigger physical form, which was Arunachala himself. So in this play, it seems like for most who discover, the funny thing is it is just the discovery of what you have always been. And yet in this play, it is mostly being guided by this heart in the form of in the appearance of an external person to start with. And this external person is always saying that find me inside you. Find me inside you. That is the true master. So I had the joy of being in the presence of some who have completely come to this, seeing that they are not a person, and all they are is this pure witnessing, this pure awareness. And all of them, I've always said it's only through the grace of my master. So this, if you say that I'm here, I'm open, and even this is your problem now. You see? So now you say that even enlightenment is your problem. To the master, you say that. And then you say, please give it to me. This give it to me also must be dropped, you see. Because if you hand it over to the master, then whether it is to come to you or not come to you is also the master's problem. So this I, once it's handed over, then you will find that you have always been this. It's just the handing over of the person which is required. It's just an idea that I am a person and I want something. It's just an idea. My YouTube window was frozen, so I refreshed it. Very good, Hans, very good. Maya says it's only the now that anything is real, isn't it? So how can we say something like, I've got it or not? It seems only now is real. So what does the rest matter? Just sharing what I'm seeing now. This is very good. Very good. And Amaya says, of course, not thoughts in the now, but the now itself. Very good. Namaste, namaste. Jerome says, grace is unconditional love of Father. We bow to you with full gratitude for this miracle. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear. Bhagavati ji says, I thank God with every breath that I met you in this life, Father. When I met my father, I felt like no more joy is even possible here. No more joy is even possible here. It felt like that. And then I met more of him through all of you. And I realized that this joy is also limitless. All of you are also my father's gift. Maya says, yes, Father, all remnants of separate self and personhood that may pop up are always at your feet. So much gratitude wells up that can't really express it. Thank you. Beautiful. Miss Satya is who? Miss Satya says, I can see Father and my mummy smile today live. Lovely. Love you, Satsang, and Miss Satya. One of your daughters is there? And Ishani says, it's funny, but I feel all this is too good to be true. This keeps everything neutral. Too much joy, too much peace, too much love. Stephen says, Namaste. It's so strange. It does not feel like me. You'll have to elaborate a little more because I know that usually there's a bit of lag between what is being said here and what you hear on YouTube. There's about a minute's lag. Just let go of all sense of control about anything at all. Don't try to control your breaths. Let it move in and out as it likes. Relinquish all sense of control over the body also. Don't even control the expressions on your face. Just let go. Be completely open to all sounds. Everything is welcome. Don't try to control your thoughts. Let all thoughts come and go. Let all thoughts come and go. Be completely open. Notice how some thoughts will entice your belief. And just observe how your attention and belief goes to some of these thoughts. Become clear about these forces which are at play. Now, for every thought that comes, give it your full attention. Invite all thoughts to come. Even the thought that there are no thoughts, give it your full attention. Notice that some of them seem to be tempting your belief. And yet belief must be given to them by you, however subtle the process might seem. Consciousness picks up the belief. And then this thought will become meaningful for you. It will seem like it applies to you. Let go of all understanding, all concepts. And observe that it is clear that I am here. You are here. Observe the sense that I am. All thoughts can continue. All emotions can come. This I am is unchanging. Notice that it is not a thought I am. It is the presence of you, that you are, the sense of you. You are aware of this presence also. Drop all effort to be aware and notice that awareness is here effortlessly. Ask yourself, am I aware now? Am I aware now? Awareness is aware of itself. Notice that you are this awareness without any effort. Observe how nothing can touch you here. No feeling means anything to you, and yet all feelings can come. No thought means anything to you, and yet all thoughts can come. You are untouched by the external world, and all the energies in the internal world. Notice that for you they are one, just a play of energy. See what you are. Am I aware now? Observe that you are not a thought, you are not an emotion, you are not even the presence of being. All of these appear and disappear for you. You are the primal witnessing of all which is coming and going. You have no interest in controlling the flow of these appearances. Everything is allowed to come and go. You remain as this awareness. Unchanging, untouched, eternal, without any attributes. You are not the content of your waking state or of your dream state. You are aware of all states, including the sleep state. All thoughts are allowed to come and go. They don't touch you, and you don't touch them. May the Master's grace keep reminding you of this truth of what you are, till all sense of separation dissolves. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Yes.
Only for the first few minutes, some of the same. Only first few minutes, the same thoughts that have been here post Rishikesh, ones that have been trying to, they came first, just a couple minutes of that. We were doing that, and when I didn't give them my, even if I gave them my attention,
Yes,
it was fine, but when I didn't give them my belief, they were nothing, had no meaning, and then it was just quiet and just nothing. There must still be interest for them to keep coming, is that it?
yes. But interest means that it is something which is now nourished through your belief. What is the interest? When it's when you say I'm interested in something, means that this is one area which seriously has some meaning for me.
Yes.
And meaning is derived from this
Yes,
belief
yes.
itself. So when we withdraw the belief, then although some past interest can seem to be there,
Yeah.
but as we keep just withdrawing this belief, then this sense of interest also then dies down.
Yeah. It almost felt like it was more just sensations after that, not so much. Like images would come, the old images would come, and when I withdraw the rest of my belief, it's just almost just like these sensations and those. If I don't give it anything, it's just.
And even with the sensations, no problem unless we believe a thought about them. Because many times it can feel like, no, thoughts are not bothering me anymore. It's just these feelings. And if you were to really check, we'll see that these feelings can be there and these sensations can seem strong, but it's only our belief about them that really causes the suffering. The momentary pain can be there through the sensations, but the resistance is there only in the belief of the thoughts about them also. Very simply, you just cannot suffer without believing a thought. It's not possible. David and Shivani had to go, and Stephen says, "Thank you, Sadhguru. May my story end now." And Stephen says, "Can one please upload the meditation later?" Prema has been working very well with the highlights, so I'm sure that she will come to this also. I'm sure it's not, it must be a bit tricky for her because to identify the beginning of the meditation, because it just started off and we were talking and then something became, which is very good at it. Maya says, "Stephen, it started at 54 minutes." Yes.
Just one check. Is this state awareness? Because this openness, there was resistance.
Yes, yes.
something I don't know.
Yes.
Because I haven't met all the
Yeah.
people of crowd. So it's still feeling that what you say. I don't gel with all that. And so I feel like an outsider.
Yes.
So there's a resistance there. And I told my son, be open to everything, be neutral. So then I settle down. And I feel beautiful. Is that awareness? And I'm feeling there's thoughts, but not too
Yeah.
much. You can see them. Is that the state of awareness?
Actually, awareness is not a state. States are appearing in front of awareness.
Sorry, I always say that. Yeah,
So, and I have to keep clarifying it because the mind will take it on and say, I have to be in the state of awareness. You see? And it says, it makes it something that you have to do. Actually, awareness, you say right now that I am aware. This is awareness. There's nothing you have to do to become aware, isn't it? So every time we check, yes, I am aware. In all these, now you have seen very clearly that all these objects are appearing and disappearing. Yet you are here. And when you check what this you is, you will see that it is the same awareness itself. It's not coming and going, nothing is changing.
Now I don't need to close my eyes.
Now you don't need to close your eyes also.
I can still feel that. But going deep in that. Yes. I keep saying, state.
It's okay. As long as you don't mean it as a state, it's okay. Words are okay. Because no words are actually true. Not even the words of Satsang. Like Maharaj Nisargadatta used to say that the only truth which you can speak is that I am. And ultimately, even this is untrue. So all these are just thorns which we remove other thorns. Then we throw both the thorns away. And my master also says, don't make tattoos out of any words which are spoken even in Satsang. So could you say like this? Because just a few days ago he was saying that it's only clear to me when my eyes are closed. And you will find that as this solidifies in some way, more and more you see that it's unchanging. Open, close. It becomes very effortless.
Oh no, sorry, I don't need to be so rude.
No, you can. No problem. I just don't want you to feel
Nitya says, Father, in the meditation, a belief showed up relating to let attention going wherever it wants. That I have to repeat the thoughts because I cannot hold the attention to the thoughts. And because attention is always very short on something to help with this repeating. A belief showed up relating to let attention going wherever it wants. That I have to repeat the thoughts because I cannot hold the attention to thoughts. And because attention is very short. If you cannot hold attention to thoughts, it's the best thing. Because this is the first key of the locker to misery. Say, no, there are two keys. If you go to a bank locker, usually in many countries, also in India, one key is with the banker, the other key is with you. If you want something out of the locker, both keys have to be open. So to get misery out of this mind, to get suffering out of this mind, both the keys of attention and belief must be applied. You say that my attention cannot remain on any thoughts. This is very short attention span. This is very good. It's very good. And something to help me with this repeating. So is the feeling that you have to keep reminding yourself because your attention doesn't remain? Is it like that? The repeating is coming from there, is it? That we have to keep reminding that this is what is being said. It's like that. Okay. Okay. The point of all these pointings is so that your attention is withdrawn from your thoughts. So naturally, if that is happening, then it is completely fine. Yes.
So that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Thoughts are there, but they're not giving attention.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening in awareness.
Yes, but even the giving of attention and belief is also happening in awareness. Awareness remains untouched through the delusion of personhood and through this coming to this liberation. Awareness has always been awareness. The only thing which is happening is that through withdrawal of this belief, the sense of separation or the belief in personhood is getting dissolved. It's not that awareness is changing in any way. So that's all that's happening. So from this so-called sleep to the awakening is only the belief that I am the ego to the belief to the seeing that there is no ego.
That's
That's all that's happening. Prema says a highlight has been noted. Thank you for your beautiful seva. All of you, Amaya, so many of you working on the transcripts and excerpts and highlights. It's very beautiful because such expectationless, not even the expectation of praise or gratitude, just pure, just service, without any expectation, just as a gift. I have rarely seen, I've hardly ever seen such beautiful seva that all of you do. And I'm so grateful, although I might not say it often, I might not say it enough, but I know that you know in your heart that your kindness is much appreciated. And many are benefiting through the highlights. I get many messages that actually that I'm not able to come to satsang because of timing or whatever. I live in a crowded house. All these can come, but I read your transcripts, I read your quotes, I watch the highlight. So all whoever's being helped by this, whoever is consuming all of this, all their gratitude, all their blessings are coming to you as well. Bhagavati says, in your presence, Father, Seva cannot help but flow. Such open hearts here in this Sangha, we never seem to even have to ask each other for help. It just comes. All of you are very, very beautiful. And for those of you who are new, this Sangha is not something which you need to sign up for. It just happens on its own. See, you come for satsang, you become part of the family, you feel like you belong. There is no enrollment process. This is the Sangha of being, the one being that you are. There is no hierarchy, minimum hierarchy. There are no positions of power of any sort. Everybody is the same. We are one being, one family. Tai says, yes, thank you to all. Incredibly accessible and all-inclusive, much appreciated. The me I am searching for is the one that I am looking as. Okay. The me that I am searching for is the one that I am looking as. And this is you. Okay. Vanaja is here. She says, many thanks to Mujiji and you. Many thanks to you too, my dear. Thank you. Jerome is trying to say something, but we don't hear you, my dear. Maybe your volume is not, your mic doesn't work. No, it's on mute now. Try now, yes. No, we don't hear you. So what we do is then we test. One of us can test with you, maybe later as well, and see. But you can type if you like. You can say something on typing if you like. Very good. Dennis says, I've been watching the satsangs for more than a month now, most of the days, and I'm very grateful. Very good. I know many of you will join, and there isn't that urge yet to come and share or come in the hangout, and that's completely fine. Completely fine. But I'm very grateful for your presence as well. Maybe we hear something from all of you today a little bit. If anyone feels to share, you can come up.
Can I come up, Father?
Yes, my dear. You can.
Okay, Father. Um, Initially, when the satsang started, I was a little bit probably a lot of mind and ego was there. Probably that's why I think I could speak even though I wanted to come up. I could felt the presence of you, Father. There was a strong. I'm just trying to be very open today. There's very strong energy against you that you're not picking on me. There's a lot of attention, specialness, energy also coming up. I want to expose this all. There's a lot of pull and push energy going on inside past 2 3 days, Father. I don't know what I'm doing, whether I'm right on the right track or not. Also, a lot of things against you, like okay, you're not helping me get out of this spiritual ego or the person identity. The mind is coming up and telling everything. See, you're not going anywhere. All others are getting, you're not getting. Father is not helping you. You're not even. You'll be ignored. Why do you want to go? Don't attend the satsang. All these things are coming up, and it even also it says, okay, if you go, then what about? Then you'll be completely gone forever. Then all these things, all these things are coming, and that fear is there. Then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to leave satsang no matter what happens. All these things are coming up. I couldn't concentrate, Father. I just couldn't concentrate on anything. Just sit here, that's all. I tried for some time, I don't know why, but I tried for some time. Then it was telling like, okay, I'm at your feet, Father. Now I can't survive in front of you. You do whatever you want. I'm just, I don't know even what to surrender. I can't even surrender. I don't know anything. Okay, I've given up. I'm at your feet now. Do anything. That's how it came up. All these things are going on, Father. I I don't know. And then when you were talking to someone there who's sitting, that person, he was asking probably what is awareness or something. And then even I was thinking all this is that awareness is a state I'm looking for something. And then suddenly you said, "Are you aware now?" I'm like, "I'm aware." I was just checking myself here too. Am I aware now? So that's it. That's it. That is it. You don't have to. Awareness is not a state. Are you aware? That is awareness. So awareness. That is like awareness is aware of itself. That's it. There's
Yeah.
nothing to do. But then still there is then the mind comes and says, okay, is that all? Is that simple? And then like really, I don't think so. This is why all these things are coming. I'm sure you didn't get it. This cannot be so simple. Then they're still saying, no, no, I'm still here. This is not so easy. This is all he's saying, Father. All these things. I don't know. I just wanted to share and expose anything, Father. Please, please burn it away. Chop it off completely, Father. I don't want to survive. In your presence, I can't survive. I know that, Father. I really know I can't survive. Thank you, Father. Do you want some more chocolate? Do you want some more chocolate now? Thank you, Father. Do you want some more chocolate now?
So very nice. She says that strong resistance was coming like this. That oh, he's ignoring me. He's not listening to me. Everybody else seems to get it. He's not helping me. This kind of resistance can come. And the mind is such a sneaky thing. You see. So it'll come up with all of this. And then there was something which said, no, come what may, I will be in satsang. And coming to satsang, all this frustration also can come, irritation can come. But something in satsang sometimes just clicks. You see, you come, and like he was saying earlier that I want to be in the state of awareness, and we said awareness is not a state. And when these words were said, something opened. You see, awareness is not a state. It's not something that I have to find somewhere. Are you aware now? This is awareness. And every time you ask, am I aware now? You will see that awareness is here. And if you were to check, Is there any distance, any separation between me and this awareness? You cannot show me any difference or any distance. All distance must only be imagined. And then she says that the mind plays the same trump card again. The trump card that, oh, is it like this? Is it this simple? Can it just be this? There's nothing here. So, through this time where the mind is saying all of this, you must continue to hold my hand. You see? So, when there's this feeling that I got it, don't give in to this feeling also. So, when the mind says, oh, is this it? Then it doesn't mean anything because there's nothing that you got. You have always been this. And if you let go of this mind during these times, if you don't give it your belief, you will find the magnificence of what you are. In its supreme simplicity, it's extremely magnificent. And it's not a contradiction. You are that which cannot be burnt, it cannot be hurt. The comings and goings of the universe and the universes don't make a difference to you. But the mind says, but where are the feelings that were supposed to come with this? Where is the joy? Where is the bliss? And it is not awareness which is asking for any state. It is again the personal mind. And you say, whatever, Father, you want to do, you do. I just want to be free. Huh? Isn't it? So today I will ask you for a gift. You give me this I that wants to be free also. You just give it to me. Let this I be my problem. And I must tell you that many of you give this gift to me and then take it back. Give this gift to me and then you take it back. So you give it to me with no return policy. And let all roles, all events, let everything happen through me. Don't pick up the feeling that at least for this I need the mind, I need the ego, no matter what it might be. Because when you take it like that, then you take it back, you see. You pretend to become the person again. And you stop taking your temperature. Don't say I'm 50% free or 80% free or 90% free. This I, whether it is free or not, is now my problem. So you give me this gift and all that is auspicious will reveal itself. Because you already are that. Very good. Very good. Jerome says, as you say, the first time and only one time that we meet Mujiji in London several years ago. At the end of the satsang, he came down the stage and went directly to Sonia to give and put on her neck one of his beautiful malas. We felt like one family. Very good. Yes. Thanks. Was that the mala? Ah, very nice. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, look at that. Very nice. Yes, Bhagavati ji said, one family at our beloved father's feet. And she says, please keep it always, Father. Aparna says, everything is at your feet, even this I too. So Sukhbir says, I place the I at both your feet and give you both the keys as well. No, both your feet. No. I place the I at your feet and give you both the keys. Thank you, Claire. Thank you so much. And Bhagavati ji says, may I speak, Father? You can speak.
Namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Oh, very good. I have to speak a little quietly because I'm in a Buddhist meditation center. But it's a decent hour now, so everyone's up. I just wanted to say, I've arrived here. I've been away from this place for maybe 15 months, something like this, since I saw everyone here. Nemai and I have lived here a few times in the past, usually by accident. And here, since I arrived here, feels so different. Everything feels so different right now. Just unlimited joy, just unlimited. Wherever I go, unlimited. And here, everyone here has been recognizing a big change in me, and I'm just smiling because nothing has actually changed. What has changed is that I don't believe my thoughts.
Yes.
And it's as simple as this. And here there are many people who spend many hours and days meditating and doing sadhana and practices, and I was one of these beings also, and I join them sometimes. But the real key, the thing that they're noticing the difference, it happens like this. It's moment by moment. It's not believing the thoughts. And this is why our physical outer appearance changes, and it's why our presence in the world changes, and it's why how we walk in the world changes, and it's why people come towards us differently, and it's so very clear. And I can only say thank you, because there is no magic trick to this.
Yes, exactly.
It's as simple as listening to you and following your pointing. It's as simple as this. And I just wish for everyone who hears your words to just get that point, that it really is that simple, and it's not something we have to do in the future, and it's not something we have to try so hard to do. It's just this moment by moment, thought by thought. Just forget about them. Just have no interest. I have no interest in thoughts. All rubbish. Such rubbish. So much joy without that, without chasing thoughts, without listening to them, without projecting futures, without digging around in the past. None of it's needed. It feels so incredibly light. I feel like the weight of the world has been lifted from my shoulders through this.
Yeah.
But I also understand that it's not permanent, that it's not like some permanent change that happens to one. It literally is. It's just now. And thank you. Just thank you.
Such a beautiful.
I can only thank you.
May the Master's presence, Sadhguru's presence, which is in your heart, may it bless all those who are with you in the center which you are at now. May they find great peace and joy in your presence.
I just must say I love you before I go.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Shivam says, Pranam, Father. Thoughts have increased because of the increased responsibility of new job. Sometimes few of them get some belief, but I've quickly let go of. Sincerely pray that you save me from the sense of any doership. Never let my arrogance creep in. None of you actually, I feel it is possible. And yet it's very good that you make this prayer. This is the pure openness in your heart. So let me feel that none of you will ever be arrogant or can ever become arrogant. You stay vigilant like this. It's very good. Amrita says, as simple as that. Shivam says, thank you, Father. Hugs. Big hug to you too, my dear. It's very beautiful what Bhagavati said. Just now. Now. Nothing. Now. Maybe satsang after a year will just become like this. Say nothing now, now, nothing now, now nothing. And as all of you are maturing in this, just these simple nothing, just to say nothing will be enough. Just to say now is enough. And then for most of you, nothing to be said also. Nothing to be said. Valentina says, Namaste, Father. I found out last night that my mom has a tumor in her nose. We don't know yet if it is cancerous or not, but we'll find out in a few days. So many dark thoughts were coming, fear, crying, but there is space even for these to come. Even during this, I am watching untouched. Look at that. It's very good. Very good. That's why even yesterday I was saying that you're in satsang. Make use of this opportunity to discover what I'm saying. And I'm telling you exactly how I see it, with no sense of specialness, with nothing. So all you have to do is just clarify to yourself, is it not the same way as I see it? And any point of differentiation, you can come and expose or you can come and share it. Make this discovery, come to this seeing now. Be open enough to see this. If there is a sense that you are a separate one, then if there is something for you to do, then do this. Make the choice to be in satsang and to be open. And in this openness itself, you will completely realize that all of this was being done by grace itself. There never was a me. And then your reports will become so beautiful like this, that a beloved one is undergoing, and many of us are having these situations, isn't it? That strong medical emergencies, strong other relationship related stuff, all kinds of events are coming up. But now all of you are wearing this armor of satsang. And you're coming to this realization that what you are is just the witness of all of this. Nothing has ever happened to you, and therefore nothing is ever happening to the ones that you love also. All is this one being. One being. And she's right that the mind uses these as opportunities. And then what we say, dark thoughts, they can come, fearful thoughts can come, angry thoughts can come, and most importantly, victim thoughts can come. Why me? Why does it happen in my life? Just when something was getting clear, now this happened. But now you are settling into your reality. And this world of appearances, sometimes it can seem like it is strong, but mostly it is allowed to just come and go and move the way it wants to. And then you say, it's not joyful or easy, but there is still peace. Yes, yes. This is good. In this way you find the real peace, which is not a state. You make this discovery about what you are, and the untouched one, being untouched, is the greatest peace. So even though externally it might not seem like there's joy or there's peace or there's love, not like a state, and yet all states are allowed to come and go. And give your Mom, a big hug from me. It was wonderful meeting her very briefly in Rishikesh for a while. And tell her that she is in Mujiji's heart, she's in the Sadguru's heart. And may all of these events also give her the momentum, the spiritual fire to come to the discovery of what she is. Come to the discovery that she is that which is beyond all of this play of appearances. So much love to both of you, my dear. And then Florentina said, Father, I know this is a blessed opportunity for deeper seeing for us both. Yes. I wouldn't have invited it myself. Yes. We never do. But life knows best. But I welcome it now. Very beautiful. Hans says when Bhagavati was talking, something was happening. Started to cry, something loosening up. Love you, Father, love you all. Very good. Very good. This is the power of this beautiful presence of the Sangha also. Aparna says, Father, my dad may attend the in-person satsang tomorrow. He doesn't know that my name is Aparna now. Okay, so you have to remind me what it was before this, my dear, because I have no idea. Yes, yes, Bhavani, yes. So I'll refer to you as Bhavani. We won't get you in trouble, don't worry. Oh, you say it doesn't matter. Okay. Yes, but there'll be enough for him to deal with in the first satsang. Let's not give him more things to deal with. It's okay. Because I know that for parents, it can be quite a strong thing. This name thing can be quite a strong thing. My parents still, they refuse to call me Ananta. They still call me Tapan. They never call me Ananta. Only when they're making fun of me, they call me Ananta. Florentina says, Father, I have to go. Go now. So grateful for this opportunity to check in. Love you, love you, love you. And all the Sangha. We love you too, my dear. Thank you for coming in. So my mother, for example, for many years, for many years, she would keep saying, only now she stopped. She would keep saying that, yes, yes, you do all of this is fine, but eventually you will come to my path.
Was it mother?
Yeah, yesterday, yes, she came briefly. So she's been into another spiritual movement for many, many years. She's the one I used to tease when I was an atheist. And I used to tease her and say that you keep going to your sad songs, this so-called satsang of yours, what's the point? And she used to keep saying one day you will also find something in this satsang thing. So when satsang started with Mojiji, she kept saying that, yes, all this is good, but I know eventually you will come to my path. I know it can be quite something for parents. Bhagavati ji says, my father thought I had become a Hindu because he googled my name and found Bhagavati, the Hindu goddess. I explained. it was a good opportunity to share with him. He knew about your Buddhist name earlier? Oh, quite a satsang he must be having with this. It is very good.
I've had 3 spiritual names, Father.
Oh,
He was just getting the hang of the second one when I got this one. He's a bit of a slow adapter.
very sweet of him to keep up.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. But I was also able to share with him the meaning and value of the names that they gave me at birth also. So, which the birth name they gave me means enlightened man, actually.
Huh?
But we never knew. I only discovered later. So it gives us an opportunity to talk about truth. Carol
Carol,
means enlightened man.
yes,
So I laughed a lot at this.
I'm trying hard not to sing this song, but okay, so Carol means the enlightened man.
Yes.
Okay, so this was the first birth name, and then what was the name?
And then the next name was Chonzin, holder of Dharma. That name means,
Holder
which
of
was
Dharma.
yes, which was given by the guru of the Buddhist organization where I am staying now. So I still use this quietly. I never kind of adopted it publicly. It's a lay name, and then Ando was a name that I took myself, but that my Zen master decided to give to me when he granted a name. He gave me the name that I'd already adopted somehow, which meant peaceful way. And then Guruji just frightened the living days out of me by giving me a name last year. And I remember just thinking, why did I ask for a name? Why did I? And then it just dissolves you. You know, these names, they just dissolve you. And now I realise none of these names are me. They're just names. They're just labels that we use to refer. And it's very light. It's very light. Even this name, it's just a pointer when we refer to someone. And it's very beautiful to receive a name from our master, and it has its own workings, as you know. But at the same time, we're still nameless.
Of course.
And for family, it's a good opportunity to talk about these things. It's a way in. Like with my father, it was a way in. So because I didn't want him confused that I'd become a Hindu. That was just too complicated for him to be thinking that.
Sometimes what happens is someone will ask for a name, and then the name ceremony happens, and the name is changing. But then it hits them that, I'm supposed to tell my parents, and then they come to me with some fear. So I usually tell them that you tell them something bigger which has happened. So you say you went to Bangalore and you got married or something. And then you say, no, I was just kidding. I just got myself. So that then it's okay, you just got it. you know. Names. Amaya says names. We're just laughing, Father, because if you say the name you gave me, Amaya, it sounds like am I a? Which turns out to be two natural inquiry questions that always come here. Am I a person or am I aware now? It's very nice. Am I a person? Am I aware now? Amba says, I changed one letter in the spelling of my name when I was a child, and my dad could not even accept that. And my mom looks troubled to even think of my name, Amba. It's very good satsang for them. Bhagwati says, I asked to change my surname as a young person, and my dad stopped speaking to me for 3 months. He's used to this name thing now. Should be used to it by now. No firm ground for him to stand on with names in him. And this is love, you see. It is the attachment which makes them resist, but it is the love which leads to the acceptance. Shall we have a song now? Who's the singer? Sukhbir is in his office, so we won't ask him to sing. Unless you want to, you can. Yes, yes. Bhagwati says, I can't sing here. Well, we'll get them there, don't worry. Claire can sing very good. Yes, yes, very.
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
to sing some more? Or shall we take it up from here?
Just sing another.
Yes.
Shiva, 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 Shambho. Oh, Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Shiva Shambho. Very nice, very beautiful. Where have you been hiding this voice? Bhagwati ji says, Father, will you sing for us now with the Sangha? I'm not sure whether I want to do that to your ears or not. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Namah Shivaya. Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. My dear, we can play the invocations now. You have to unmute, my dear.
Gururmurti Pujamulam Gururpadam Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Gururkripa Mokshamulam Mujiji Kripa Mokshamulam Anantaji Kripa Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sakina Sarve Santu Niramya Sarve Patrani Pashantu Magashit Bhakvavet Asatoma Satkamiya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamiya Mrichurma Amritam Gamiya Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Brahma Paramastu Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai Om Shri Satguru Mujiji Ki Jai.
Thank you all so very much for being in Satsang today. Sadguru Shri Mujiji Ki Jai.
Anantaji ki jai.
Jai, Jai,
Jay.
Jay.
Jai, Jai.
Thank you everyone for your beautiful messages as well. So much love to all of you. Thank you, Claire, for moderating. We can turn the broadcast off now, my dear.